The best truck Toyota ever built did not die of old age. It was killed, on purpose, by the same company that built it. In October of 2021, at a factory in San Antonio, Texas, the last V8 Toyota Tundra rolled off the line. No ceremony, no cameras, no press release. One trade paper summed it up in a headline of 2 words: "It's over." This is the story of why Toyota executed its most reliable truck, what happened with the engine that took its place, and why the truck they buried is now worth more than its replacement. Stay to the end, because how this story finishes should change which truck you shop for. To understand the crime, you first have to understand the victim. In November of 2006, the first of these Tundras rolled out of a brand new plant Toyota had planted deep in truck country, San Antonio, Texas. It was Toyota's declaration of war on Detroit, and the weapon was excess. The headline engine was a 5.7-liter V8 making 381 horsepower and 401 pound-feet, and nearly every part of it carried more metal than the job strictly required. Toyota ran prototypes through hundreds of thousands of miles of torture testing before a single customer touched one. Then the customers made the torture testing look gentle. Down in Houma, Louisiana, a delivery driver named Victor Sheppard bought a 2007 Tundra and put it to work running hotshot loads for the oil business. He averaged around 113,000 miles a year, week in, week out. La Spain 2016, the odometer read just past 1 million miles. Original engine, original transmission, 117 routine service visits at the same small-town dealership, and not one major repair. Toyota wanted that truck badly enough to hand Sheppard a brand new Tundra in an even trade. Then they shipped the million-mile truck to their engine plant in Huntsville, Alabama, where more than 100 engineers tore it down to the last bolt. What they found inside embarrassed the spec sheet. The engine scored 99 out of 100 on their quality checks. The factory honing marks were still visible on the cylinder walls. One analyst said the internals looked like they belonged to a truck with 130,000 miles on it, not a million. The valve stems carried barely any carbon. The bearings were called some of the cleanest the engineers had ever inspected. In the entire truck, the only thing that honestly showed its age was the bed, hammered by 9 years of oil field cargo. The machine had outlived its own job, and Houma was not finished. 3 years later, a friend of Sheppard's, another hotshot driver who used the very same dealership, pushed his own 2007 Tundra past 1 million miles too. Then Sheppard did it again. In April of 2025, his next truck, a 2014 Tundra with the 5.7, crossed 1 million miles on its original engine. The transmission finally surrendered around 780,000. The engine never did. None of this is folklore, and the fleet-wide data backs the legend. In the latest IC Cars longevity study, the Tundra ranks as the #1 longest-lasting truck in America, with a 36.6% chance of clearing 250,000 miles. The average vehicle sits under 5%. That is better than 1 in 3, against a national average of 1 in 20. That was the truck you could still walk in and buy, brand new, in the summer of 2021. Which brings us to the boardroom and the murder weapon. Because the 5.7 had exactly one enemy, and it was the fuel pump at the gas station. 13 miles per gallon in the city, 17 on the highway. Toyota's own chief truck engineer has said the complaints about the V8's thirst were relentless, year after year, from the very customers who loved everything else about it. When his team first pitched a twin-turbo V6 as the replacement, that same chief engineer pushed back with a line any truck guy will recognize. Quote, "How about we double that? 7 liters would be great." That is the man who ended up signing the V8's death certificate. What changed his mind was torque. He wanted diesel-grade pull without a diesel, and the twin-turbo 6 delivered it. 389 horsepower in base form and 479 pound-feet, both higher than the V8. A hybrid version on top of that, making 583 pound-feet. Maximum towing climbed from about 10,200 pounds to 12,000. Fuel economy jumped by nearly a third. On paper, the case was closed. Toyota's official announcement said the new engine, quote, improves on the outgoing V8 engine in every way, and behind the paperwork sat the quiet part. Every truck maker in America was staring down the same tightening fuel economy rules. Toyota never once blamed the regulations on the record. They did not have to. So in October of 2021, 15 years almost to the week after the first one was born there, the last V8 Tundra left San Antonio. The internet, in the words of one industry outlet, was aghast. And if you were the buyer waiting to order a new one, you found out the hard way that your truck no longer existed. Quick pause at the graveside. If you think this truck earned a better goodbye than the one it got, the like button is where you leave the flowers. And the next story I am building is about the engine another truck maker killed, and an entire fan base dragged back from the dead. Subscribe, and you will hear exactly how they pulled that off. Now, what happened to the engine that took the Tundra's place? It took less than 2 years for the irony to arrive. In May of 2024, Toyota recalled just over 100,000 of the new trucks. The cause sounded almost unbelievable for the company that built the million-mile engine. Tiny machining debris left inside the engines at the factory, waiting in the oil passages to chew through the main bearings. The warning signs were a knock, then a stall, sometimes a truck that simply would not start. Owners were reporting dead engines at 10,000 miles, and the fix was not a software update. Toyota committed to replacing the entire engine in every recalled truck. 13 to 21 hours of shop labor per vehicle, loaner trucks included. Credit where it is due. That is the most expensive apology in the business. Then it got worse. In November of 2025, a second recall added another 126,000 trucks, including some that had already been repaired once. When Toyota announced it, the fix was not even ready, and the deadline has since slipped into this summer. This June, a third wave added 43,000 more. Across 3 campaigns, roughly 270,000 of these engines have now been recalled, and more than 70,000 have already been swapped out. The newest remedy is not even automatic replacement anymore. A diagnostic program inspects the bearing, and only if the computer cannot vouch for it do you get a new engine. One owner made headlines when his replacement engine failed again inside 6,000 miles. Now, fairness matters on this channel. Plenty of the new trucks run strong. The hybrid pulls like a locomotive, and Toyota is standing behind the repairs in a way some brands never would. But a reputation is not a sales chart. The old truck spent 15 years proving a million miles could not kill it. The new one spent its first 3 years teaching owners to listen for a knock. And one detail makes it sting. Toyota said publicly that lessons from the million-mile teardown helped shape the new truck. They studied the engine that refused to die, and the replacement left the factory with machining debris still inside it. And here is the twist nobody saw coming. On the ledger, the gamble worked. Tundra sales went up after the V8 died, and by 2024 Toyota was moving almost 160,000 a year, its best number since 2007. Whatever the comment section said, the showrooms kept signing, but the used market keeps a different set of books, and its verdict is brutal. Automotive journalists have documented dealers asking about $43,000 for a 2021 V8 with 62,000 miles, parked beside a newer 2022 twin-turbo with fewer miles for 4,000 less. The dead truck outprices its own replacement. Kelley Blue Book handed the Tundra its Best-in-Class Resale Award for 2025. IC Cars has it holding nearly 79% of its value over 5 years, the strongest of any full-size truck in the country. So if this story ends with you wanting one, here is the playbook. Hunt for a 2014 through 2021 with the 5.7 and a clean service file. There is one known flaw to check. The factory sealant high up on the engine can weep oil as it ages. Resealing it is almost pure labor, somewhere between $1,200 and $3,500, and it is a leak, not a countdown. Have a shop confirm it, then use it at the negotiating table. Buy it right, and the resale numbers say most of your money just sits there, inside the truck, waiting for you. One more twist before the verdict, and it matters if your budget is tight. Those first 2 million-mile trucks out of Houma were not 5.7s at all. Both carried the smaller 4.7-liter V8, the quiet base engine almost nobody ordered on purpose. That is the real measure of this truck. Even the engine nobody bragged about went 1,000,000 miles, twice, before the headline engine ever got its turn. So if the 5.7 trucks near you are priced like the legend they are, a clean 4.7 from the early years belongs on your shopping list too. The data covers the whole family. IC Cars puts the Tundra's odds of clearing 200,000 miles at better than 1 in 2, whatever engine sits under the hood. So here is where the story lands. Toyota killed its best truck to cure its only flaw, and the cure spent 3 years reminding everyone why that flaw never really mattered. Now settle this in the comments. If Toyota offered you an even trade tomorrow, a brand new twin-turbo Tundra for your 5.7, straight across, would you sign? Yes or no, plus the year you drive. I already have a guess which way this vote goes.